G'day, I'm Harry and welcome to the Loot Drop. Do I even need to say what I've been playing this week? Yuck. Anyway, Tears of the Kingdom is out and oh man, I have not put it down. If you're not sure what to make of it, have a quick gaze of our review here. It's giving me the feeling I got when I first played Breath of the Wild. So let's talk about why that game was so amazing. Map markers, to-do lists, NPC quest givers, you can be pretty confident that an open world RPG is gonna have at least one of these things. And if the RPG you're playing is Legend of Zelda, you're guaranteed that there'll be dungeons with puzzles that require specific items, Hyrule Field, and if you're lucky, the greatest video game character of all time, Tingle. Also yuck. And that's what we were all expecting in the lead up to Breath of the Wild, and boy were we wrong. Before Breath of the Wild, Zelda games weren't linear, often allowing you to pick the next destination or tackle things in any order, but they weren't exactly open world either. They were mostly individual smaller areas connected via different screens, narrow featureless ravines, or long boring tunnels to compensate for the lack of processing power on earlier Nintendo consoles. Or it was just to infuriate little kids trying to get through the forest maze in Ocarina of Time.
I'll just grab that.
Yeah, do you want this?
Yeah, that one.
From the beginning of development, Breath of the Wild was going to be a very different Zelda game, with one of the first exercises the team undertook being analysing the mechanics of previous Zelda titles and separating them into two lists. Yeah, like this. Thank you, Sam.
No worries.
You've got your universal traits of the series, things like the Master Sword, the Triforce, and the relationship between Zelda, Link, and Ganon, and the mechanics that had simply become conventions, like cutting tall grass for rupees or finding keys to progress within dungeons. If anything on the list didn't bring something unique, they were removed in favour of something new. The team even came up with the catchphrase, "Break the conventions of the Zelda series." One ditched idea was a cyberpunk version of Link who fanged around Hyrule on a motorbike and fought off UFOs while their motherships abducted cattle. And while that idea might have been a step too far, it's easy to see how it informed the design of the spider-like guardians with their single glowing eye that fires laser beams. And eventually Link did end up getting a motorbike through DLC.
Hey mate, I've been here the whole time.
Hey.
Do you know much about how they developed Breath of the Wild?
No, that's all you.
Thank you very much. So, to quickly prototype and test their new ideas, the team used the sprites and tile set from the original NES Legend of Zelda from 1986. Turns out, it's easier to have Link swipe a lit torch at a bush in 2D and just see the bush disappear, rather than having to build a complicated set of animations and physics in 3D. Sounds complicated to me anyway, but I'm no game dev, I talk for a living. Once the team had prototyped in this 2D environment, they started to get a feel for just how truly freaking massive of an undertaking developing Breath of the Wild would be. Actually, fun fact, Shigeru Miyamoto doesn't like to call Breath of the Wild an open world game. He prefers the term open air. The world is a living, breathing place where the player forges their own path. If you want to try something, Breath of the Wild will let you find a way to do it. Also, open air, Breath of the Wild, a duh. Even the structure of the environment and landmarks are designed to create a sense of adventure and exploration. The environment was designed using the Triforce, triangle rule, placing a triangle-shaped object, like a mountain or a hill, as an obstacle for the player. You have to decide, am I going to go left or right on this hill? Am I going to go straight ahead over the top? By including the triangles of 3 different sizes, think like mountains, hills, and rocks, you're encouraged to explore in different locations. Around every corner, some new treasure may be waiting for you. He's looking at me, isn't he? It's like a T-Rex. If I just don't move, maybe he can't see me. Let's move very slowly.
Nice. My favourite thing about Breath of the Wild is that the story can also be completed in a completely open way. After you complete the tutorial area, the Great Plateau, which itself is a masterclass in how to create an understated and organic tutorial, you can do anything. You could seek out the Empire and the lands to the east of the Dueling Peaks as part of the main quest, but you could just as easily head in the opposite direction, foraging for food, hunting animals, or taming a horse. And if you really want, you can head straight to Hyrule Castle and take on Ganon with a tree branch and a wooden shield. Probably not the best idea though. Breath of the Wild wasn't just a new direction for the Zelda series, it set a new benchmark for what an open air game can be. It's clear that other game developers are taking note too, with a bunch of games very clearly inspired by Breath of the Wild having been released already, and many, many more already in development. Breath of the Wild hasn't just changed Zelda games forever, but games as a whole. Now all we need is a long overdue reappearance from Tingle.
Who's Tingle? Am I supposed to be Zelda?
Are you serious?
Yahoo!
With the release of Tears of the Kingdom and that Ultrahand crafting mechanic, I thought it'd be really fun to get the ABC Gamer team to compete in an egg drop competition. Now, they're gonna be paired off and they're gonna have to use all these cool materials to craft a protective cocoon to save the princess from a precipitous fall. All right, ABC Gamer Team, come in. I'm gonna divide you into pairs and I want them to see who we've got, our competitors for the competition. Team 1 will be Sam and Jeb. Woo! Team 2 will be Naomi and Charlie. Woo! Team 3 will be Holly and Dana. And who better to adjudicate this crazy competition than Dr. Naomi Cobelli?
Let's get cracking.
Excellent.
What are the rules? Can I pat an egg?
The egg is already broken.
Oh, hello. Can it technically be broken?
She's so beautiful. She's so smart.
I love you.
That's very similar to another design I saw.
Well, do they have a giant box full of packing peanuts? I don't
Where
think
did
so.
you even find this? All right, team, we got 20 minutes left. Only 20. Okay, well, not to take the air out of your balloons, but where's the egg? All right, guys, 5 minutes left. Only 5 minutes.
I'm protecting my investment.
Oh, should I make one? Three, two, one, okay, that ends crafting.
Now let's get to dropping.
Look, mate, here's the thing about apprentices. I'm all for giving everyone a fair go, but this new lot, me dead. Dog shit. Mate, what are you bloody doing? I asked you to sand down that 2x4 fucking ages ago. Well, that's a bloody shiv, isn't it? Give it here. Me dead. Stop it. Every fucking day with this. Quarter trying to break into the lunchroom with one of these. Steve's no better. Steve, what are you doing? Stop! I told you we're in construction, not destruction. No, fucking give me the pickaxe. We're not in the mines anymore, mate. A couple kangaroos loose in the top paddock, if you know what I'm saying. Fuck me dead. Oh, what the f is this, mate? You think you never heard of a hammer and nails before? F off with your Ultrahand bullshit. Everyone knows what you're really doing. Honestly, not even the worst apprentices I've even had, eh? This one job I done, like, bunch of Jawas, f me dead. They kept stealing all the tools. Can't trust them further and then I can fucking throw them, eh? But yeah, nah, like, all good. Oi, check this out. This is classic stitch up. Oi, Ellie, go and get us a left-handed screwdriver, mate. So good. When I was an apprentice, try Is this another shiv? You have a fucking problem. Fuck me. Now it's time for my favourite segment where we share news too small to elaborate on but too big to ignore. It's Barely News! Nintendo confirms there's no Switch successor until April 2024 at the earliest. It's
Barely.
News.
Aha.
Look at us go.
You do one, Jim.
But Pokemon developer Game Freak has signed a deal with Private Division to publish a new game, codenamed Project Bloom. Not Pokemon. We know nothing about it except for one bit of concept art with a mysterious figure standing in a magical forest. Can't wait. Your turn. Oh wait, no, Barely News.
Barely News.
Go.
There's a RuneScape comic in the works. No release date yet, but there was a free preview on Free Comic Book Day last weekend. It's Barely News.
Barely News. Screen Australia launches a First Nations game studio fund. That's not barely news, that's bloody excellent. Let the experiment begin! This is what happens when I drop Princess Zelda without a protective device.
It did get on my shoe.
Now this is what it's like with a protective device that I made. Ready? What? I thought that would work. Dr. Naomi, what happened?
I mean, it was a decent go. I know the balloon was trying to slow its descent to the floor, but it didn't slow it enough.
Oh, physics.
Physics.
All right, let's get the real competitors to give it a go. Team number 1, Gem and Sam. Yeah, bring it on up, bring it on up, bring it on up. I've got a good feeling about this one because it also has balloons. Let's give it a go.
I mean, that went pretty well.
I think
All things considered.
we're gonna see it.
Where do I come from? Is this where I come from? Let's see if it worked. How do I... Ooh. Will she live?
Don't know, man. Well, I mean, technically, does it count if the oak didn't leave?
Oh, no, that is...
Yeah. Do you want scrambled eggs?
All right, I don't know how they failed. They had a box. But anyway, on to team 2, Charlie and Naomi! All right, this one's clearly inspired by Kirby. Are you ready? Let's give it a drop.
I reckon...
I see some egg yolk. Nah, I reckon it's broken.
Those balloons would be really good shock absorbers, so I have high hopes. Oh, where'd she go?
Oh.
Egg to begin with.
Oh, hey!
Charlie Jr.
We are going to win Parents of the Year award this year because our child didn't die.
Amazing. That one still survived even though I yeeted it into the ground. Dr. Naomi, tell me how.
It's because they had all of those balloons around it, so it was a really great shock absorber.
Oh, it absorbed the shock.
It did.
Shocking. All right, time for team 3. We have Holly and Dana. Pass it up here. Oh, great, another box. I'm gonna drop it.
Wait, can you put it bow side forward? Sorry, the aesthetics are
Oh,
important.
sorry, there's a bow. Okay, are you ready? This is Holly and Dana's 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I don't know. Actually, there was a lot of impact there.
Cotton gloves. Very shock absorbing. How many gloves did you use?
Oh my God. Packing peanuts. I would love if the egg was not in there. Like it's just, hey! Congratulations, team number 3. Well, that was
Excellent.
nice. I'm surprised that 2 out of 3 teams could do it. The one that didn't should have worked. But hey, that's just the ABC Gamer team. You don't know what you're gonna get. Anyway, you all have to clean this up.
What?
What? Bye, Harry.
Seriously?
I'm really sad that we lost some.
Oh, guys, I'm getting a phone call from Dan. How weird.
I guess I'll do it. That's why I have a PhD, right?
Oops, sorry, forgot my breakfast. Okay, yum. It's called scrambled eggs.
Don't you dare!
That's the loot drop. Coming out this week is Atlas Fallen on PS5, Xbox and PC, Amnesia the Bunker on PS4, Xbox and PC, and The Outlast Trials on PC. Hey, don't forget to watch our Watch Party stream. It's every Monday at 7 p.m, just a couple hours after this episode comes out. Are you gonna be there?
Yeah, maybe.
Are you gonna be there?
I'm always here.
Sick.
Yeah. Can I get out of this? I'm very sweaty.
It's so pointy at the end.